I want to do something very essential that I've not crossed my mind maybe once or twice, but had not felt like necessary enough to it just didn't feel like the time or necessary enough, or there's just more important things, and that's to assemble the show format and their templates. What I mean by that is a Band Amazon video and a video where let's say Band Amazon is supposedly I bought 250 Band Amazon items. The way the video plays out, regardless of whether you want to add any dynamic to it or storytelling or whatever, storytelling, clear story structure, whatever. The story structure, basically, let's put it this way, the story structure of a video where I review 250 Band Amazon items is different from the story structure of a video where I spend 24 hours in a room.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's different from the story structure of a video where I do a hide and seek.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And so now I have to build out all the story structure for these videos. What we have had before is just one story structure, but they don't fit in. It's kind of like what me and GPT Builder was fighting yesterday. Is I was trying to insist on him using a story structure that works more for like I built a secret hidden gaming room type video to test for 250 Band Amazon. And it's still struggling, but I wanted it to, because it's not a human, it does not have feelings. So I was like, yeah, I understand that this is supposed to be impossible, but we're going to drag it, since nothing is going to happen to you until I'm sure there's nothing to get from that.
Yeah.
You understand? But now, spending the last 2-3 hours watching all these Mr. Beast videos while I'm studying the music, the use of music, I'm also paying attention to the story structure, and doing just a subconscious comparison or re-evaluation of, or not re-evaluation because I've not even concluded on how the Band Amazon is going to go, but just taking all of what I'm watching into consideration, the things I'm noticing that are necessary into consideration for the structuring happening in my head for the Band Amazon video. You understand?
Yeah.
And so it then just, I then accepted something that is kind of like I said, it has crossed my mind, and I've just left it, and in a way I was like, maybe one structure can work, Joe.
Yeah.
But it had not been so necessary to a point where, like now, where it's time, and I'm like reviewing it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, what was I saying? So story structure, I have to create different story structure for the different show format. I'm calling them show format because, Preston called it show and said Mr. Beast called it show, and I kind of like, as the standard way to say it, pretty much the video format, video series format. You understand? The different story structure based on all that is the context of my brand, which is solo creator, you understand, and all the things, factoring in all the elements of my brand. I am going to build out, first of all, assemble the show format and say, the show formats that I'm doing. You understand? Which is typically Mr. Beast type shit with our niche, whatever. Yes, the categories of these shows. You understand? Now I will now define my own unique story structure for them, incorporating elements that make them unique to me while being clear, and all the other things we've learned. You understand? So it's basically what I just showed now, but now I'm going to then be more specific. You understand? I know that they will all have closers. You understand? This is the formal story. Are you following? This is the formal story structure. Stephanie is who I'm more concerned about her following. This is the formal story structure. The point is that this cannot apply to every show format. So now I'm going to take this now. That is my story structure that I've built, a clear story structure that I've built. You understand? Even though this one still needs tweaking to fit into just solo creator, solo character. I will then first tweak, and then tweaking this to solo character, basically taking this and then creating a story structure for every show format based on all the elements that are unique to the brand, whether that is the fact that I'm the only one in the video, or that I want to maybe use voiceovers, or that I want to do crazy transitions, all of that, factoring that in, how am I doing all those things for a hide and seek type series. a 100 videos, blah 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 type series, a survival challenge type series. I'll have to build out a clear storytelling structure for them so that whichever one we are doing, I just follow that template and just go. You understand? Because one structure will not work. They are different formats. While they can have similarities, but they will not work. You understand? All of them can have closure. I can always give reflective thoughts at the end if it makes sense to. But the way it goes, the structure of the beginning, middle, and end will be different. Like a video like Ban Amazon, it will be based on the items. The items become the segments. It's now the content, those reviewing those items that will now have the open, enjoyable moment, blah blah blah. Whereas for a video like let me go again now. So a video like Ban Amazon items, the segment, the items, the review of the items, each item becomes a scene. You understand? Pretty much. A video like building a secret mirror. Now, so because each item becomes a scene for Band Amazon, it means inside of each item, that's where we'll now have, like, if you want to include moments like emotional moments, blah blah blah, they will all happen while reviewing an item. The video will have to just keep being review, and then any story you want to tell is happening inside the reviews. You understand? Whereas if I was building a secret mirror, the scene could be an emotional scene itself. But none of the scenes would be emotional scenes when it comes to reviewing an item. Is that something emotional could happen if need be while reviewing the item. You understand? So all these differences make it necessary to create a clear story, to create a storytelling structure for each of the show formats that we'll be doing.